Hey everybody, my next guest is a comedian and podcast host who has performed at some of the best clubs around New York and across the country. He's opened for many of the top comics such as Robert Kelly, Joe List, and Andrew Schultz, just to name a few. And he'll be performing right here in Long Island on December 8th at the Brokerage. Here he is, the one and only Chris Scopo. What's up, man?
Thanks, buddy. How are you?
We got you.
Sorry. I'm at
Yeah,
the dog park right now, hanging out. This is my dog, Seaver.
nice.
He's ready to roll. Yeah, so it's a good day. Good day to be outside in 40-degree weather in New York City. So it's nice. I like the Jaws picture in the background. I mean,
Yeah,
how
this
Long
is
Island is that basement?
this is the
Jesus
set
Christ.
of the Wayne's World set.
Instead of Wayne's World?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wish
I'm such a dummy. I'm such a dummy. I'm like, is that your actual background? Is that what's going on here?
it would be super cool if it was. My real background's way more boring. It's like just an office, but this is like my homage to Wayne's World. After, especially when we went to COVID and everybody started with the podcasts, so I wanted to give an homage to those guys for like being kind of the first ones. Even though it was a sketch on SNL and it was
To have a podcast. Wayne's World was the first podcast. That's hilarious.
So what are
Crazy.
you up to, man? You're at the dog park. You chilling? Are you getting ready for the holidays?
No, I shop December 24th. I'm such a like a door. I'm childless. I'm marriageless. I have two people to shop for: my mom and my dad. And I have a girlfriend now, so I have a girlfriend.
There you
But
go.
like, I get the last minute. I'm in and out. I'm 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm done. And then I go to my on this. I have a routine. I get it December 24th. I go to the mall. I curse at everybody, and then in my car, not in public. I'm not an animal. In my car, I curse at everybody. Everyone's an asshole. I'm like, what's everyone doing? Why don't you guys shop earlier, you losers? And
Yes.
it's like it's so I'm in and out within 45 minutes to an hour. I'm easy. I'm a boy. I go, Mom, what do you want? Dad, what do you want? I'm not gonna guess what they want in their life. They're 70 years old. They want their kid not to be a comedian. That's not happening.
Those are the good old days, man. And like for me, I got 5 kids and a ton of I got, and my kids all have freaking boyfriends and girlfriends. I got a wife. It'd be a lot simpler if it was just my parents and just at the shop. But then you go on the 24th and then you can get the sales, all that good stuff.
No, it's not. You have a fulfilled life. I'm sad. I'm a sad human being. I have nothing. I have no younger generation for me to look after me. I have my two older parents, and that's it. It's just you should have kids that care about you. I have a dog that has no idea it's Christmas. But I'm such a dork. Last year, I set it up like Santa Claus came, and I put him in his crate. I closed the lid, and then I put all the presents out, and then I like, oh, Santa Claus came, buddy. It's like this guy has no idea what's going on. He always sees his bones. He's happy about that.
There you go. So that's
I'm such
Christmas
a
morning.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah. I'm such a dork. I mean, it's sad. I'm a millennial, so I live a sad life, and that's about it.
But do you want to have kids eventually? Is that something you want to do? Or are you happy being kind of single and don't have all that to worry
So I
about?
want to have kids eventually. I mean, this is a question that I've been asked for a while now. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I don't live. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I don't pull out. We'll see what happens.
There you go. The magic of Christmas. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, financially, I'm not ready to have kids. So
Dude,
that's
neither
a
was
statement
I,
right
bro.
there.
Yeah, I
That's it.
was.
That's what
Yeah,
everyone says. No one's ready. It's like I think some people are ready. Some people have enough cash in the bank to be like, yeah, I can have a kid.
there's some people that plan. Like I never planned. I didn't have a plan for anything. But
Never
there's other
planned.
people that,
Five.
yeah,
You have 5 kids. You were going hard all the time.
yeah. I had no plan.
Jesus. You didn't stop. That's like a decade of no planning.
They're all spread out. My youngest is 16 now. I was a teenager when I started. That's how crazy I was. So
Jesus.
so my oldest kid's in the 30s already.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's what happens when you
You
start young.
grandfather?
I am a grandfather. I got 2 grandkids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 50,
Jesus.
52 years old, and already.
That's that's the Long Island way. You get it done early. You move to the suburbs. You get a backyard with an above ground pool because you're not that classy, and then and then you have some kids. Yep, I know how it is.
True indeed, man. Now, being an Italian from Queens, do you do the seven fishes?
We do, but it's getting a little diluted since my grandmother passed away like almost like 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
Right.
My grandma was a hardcore Italian. She's 4'11". She, I towered over her by age 12. And so she would do the seven fishes hard. She would go crazy. She would go harder than pay for the seven fishes. And then she passed away. And then the cousins and my aunt who took it over, they're a little lazy. I'll be honest with them. If they hear this, they're a little lazy. They
They're
don't
dropping
go
the
for the
ball.
seven fishes total. They go. We combine to like four fishes now. They cut out the bullshit fishes. I'll be honest. They cut out the bullshit fishes. They still keep the lobster tails, the shrimp, and the mussels, which is the big three.
Right. Yeah. Those are the.
They still keep those. It's nice. We get together once a year. I see my cousins who I see them once a year. They're also like they're all my second cousins too. Like all my older cousins are married with kids and they tell their kids. I think my dog's eating shit. My dog's
Uh
eating
oh.
shit. Hold
Uh
on.
oh.
I gotta run.
We gotta stop
Are
the.
you eating shit, buddy? I'm on a podcast right now. Jesus Christ.
Is he? Is he eating his own or someone another dog's?
No, someone else's shit.
Oh
What are you
man.
doing? Now you want don't lick me. I want to lick you. Sorry, this podcast is off the rails already.
uh, uh, yeah, man. So I love the thing you do, the Living In series, where you talk to people about the different boroughs, or when you go to different cities, and you ask them all kinds of questions about, what's the best place to pick up chicks? What's the ugliest girls? What have you? Tell me about this
What
series.
have I
How?
real? What have I realized that
Yeah. What have you?
Instagram is evil. Evil. It's the most evil thing on they don't want like, hey, what's a good place to go and meet somebody? They don't want that. They'll get you no views. They go, who's ugly? Give me some controversy here. Give me some fighting in the comments. No, I realized this. Long Island was the first place that really took off.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just posted something, and then like a month after I posted, it took off for some reason. I don't know what happened, but you guys are crazy out there. Like everyone thinks their town is the best, and it's not. I mean, you guys honestly, I should have a passport to go out there. It's fucking cruel. This place is animals out. You guys are animals out there. Especially the further you go out, it's like you go to a different country. And I'm sure I'm selling my show really well.
No, we love to hear this stuff. Yeah, I'm all
But
the way
it's
out east now. I'm all the
it's
way.
been you're
Yeah,
out.
I'm out like Riverhead, Manor. I live in Manorville, so I'm like way out.
Oh my god, how do you live out there? It's all grass. God,
It's it's a pain in the ass because I'm always driving to Nassau, so it's like an hour drive.
you go to the city like a person leaves the country. Like you go, it's like oh we're going to the city today. It's once every 4 years. And it's just like hey, we're going to the city today. It's like you don't know you carry your money in like a change purse because you don't want anyone to rob you. That's how crazy. That's how you guys are act like you go to the city because you have no idea what the city is.
uh, well,
But yeah, the series took off well. I mean, it's nostalgia. Everyone likes the nostalgia of it, like reminiscing about when they grew up and stuff.
yeah.
And I realized that the more like you talk about the bars or the underage drinking, the better the people liked it, and the more people like shared it and stuff like that.
But like I said, for some reason they love the negative stuff. But I get a kick out of them too because I just like to hear different people's opinions on what's the worst towns or what's the best towns. And do you see a theme? Is there any like what would you say based on the data you've gotten so far? Would you say is the worst town on Long Island to pick up chicks?
To pick up chicks, I'll be honest, it kind of varies. Like Nassau kids don't go to Suffolk. Like Suffolk is out of this world to them. And you guys are so like weird. Like if the town is like four towns over, it's like, well, I'm never going there. That could be on the other side of the country. It's so like mostly like it's either like the neighboring town they're in. Roslyn always got hatred. Roslyn always got hatred for some
Really, they
reason. I
don't like
don't know
Roslyn.
why.
Yeah.
Roslyn always got hatred. Uh, Ugliest town was always like people like, oh, Suffolk is ugly people. That's what they always said.
We get a bad rap. Nassau County gives us a bad rap, but there, I think, I see. I grew up
Because
in,
they think they're better than you. They think they're better than you. This is what it is.
yeah.
They think they're better than you because they live closer to the city. It's bullshit. They're not better than you. Stand up for yourself, Suffolk. All right, you're a good town. You're just far outside. You're just far, and you have nothing going on out there. But the no, Nassau has that arrogance. Like we're closer to the city. We're city people. It's like you're not. First off, they think they're better than you. These Nassau kids because they got a couple of dollars in the bank.
I feel like the closer you get to the city, the more you get of that. So like you said, Nassau County thinks they're better than Suffolk County, but Queens feels like they're cooler than Nassau County.
No, we
And
are cooler than you guys.
and
Oh,
then
yeah, that's
Brooklyn
100%.
and then Brooklyn thinks they're cooler than you guys.
No, Brooklyn's the worst borough in the city. Like, we hate everyone who's like from New York hates Brooklyn. Like, because that's not no one from New York lives there. It's crazy. It's like the worst. I hate going to Brooklyn. Steve, don't do it. Don't do
Uh-oh.
it.
He's eating shit again.
He was about to. He was about to. Um. So yeah, Brooklyn is. They think that they're the best. But it's all like people from Iowa that go there. Like the real Brooklyn people hate it. The real Brooklyn people hate like Bay Ridge. That's a fun area. But yeah, but Queens is different because like I have all my friends live in Long Island too, and they're like, "You are part of Long Island," and like it's not. I mean, technically it is, but it's not. It's like we are just like we don't want to be involved with you guys. You guys have backyards and Hope. We don't have that. So
Where in Queens are you? Like Astoria? Where you? Where'd you
I
grow
live
up?
I live in Astoria now, but I'm from Middle Village, Queens.
All right, cool.
So it's a little kind of suburby. But I didn't grow up. I grew up in a attached house, so
Right,
that's
right.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, your neighbors banging when you're four. That's gonna do a lot for mental health. Yeah.
What's the comedy scene like in Queens right now? Is it all in Manhattan, or do you come out like it does? Are there clubs and stuff? Where's like
There's a few clubs in Queens you can go to, but everything's in the city. Yeah, you got to go to
yes,
the city. City is the big deal. You Long Island people don't want to come to the city. You guys, you want to do your safe comedy out there. When you come to the city, is like
very
what do you live in
rare.
Canada?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
comics
yeah, yeah.
coming up out here, like the younger comics, whatever that are kind of cutting their teeth here. They don't like to venture out into the city until later on, until once they get a little bit more. They don't want to learn in the
Nah,
city, like you know what I
you
mean?
got to go. You got to throw yourself in the fire quickly.
Because you did that, right? You what were you
Yeah, I
interned at the
started in New York.
at Broadway Theater?
I did for a while. Yeah, for a
Is
while
that
I did
like the
that.
first thing you did out of the gate when you started? You started like
One
interning
of
over.
one of the first things. Yeah, one of the first things I did
That's a smart
that I had to
move.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I realized how this industry is a bunch of scumbags and don't trust anybody. That helped me realize that quick. I'll never trust anybody in this fucking business. Um, but you learn shit. You get your reps. You take a lot of beatings for a while. Take a lot of bombings, a lot of shitty bombings, and yeah, that's what happens. It's what you do.
Yeah, that I think that's the only way to learn, is to do it, obviously. But for you, to go right into kind of into the city and start grinding out in there, um, you learn faster. I think you got a lot of different audiences coming through, and then plus the other comics that you could like osmosis. Because I feel like right now in the last 10 years or so, New York stand up. It's for me, New York stand up's always been the mecca of stand up comedy, but LA started giving a challenge. But I think now we've taken the throne back.
Um, I mean, the straight. It's weird though. It's a weird thing they say L.A. and New York because there's a lot of good comics in LA, a lot of great comics in
Yeah,
LA.
man.
There's a lot of really funny guys, but the problem is but they're doing spots all the time because they're big. There's the difference between New York and LA is like the fringer kind of comics, the guys who are coming up, they don't get as many spots out there as they do here. You can do mics, you can do whatever you want. So I think that part you develop a little quicker. You just do more shows. Every time an LA comic comes here, it's like you do so many shows. It's like, yeah, but you're just visiting also. So like you're not gonna do 17 shows a week. That's not gonna happen.
Right, right, yeah.
It's just out. It's easier, I think, to come up here, and then once you're good, you go out there.
So when
That's
you
how it
got,
really is. So
I was gonna say, so when you got cooking, you were coming up with were you coming up with like Ricky Velez and Mark Norman and those guys, or who was like your when
I
you
say
started?
I Mark's ahead of me now. I say Ricky's ahead of me because he's just further along in his career, and that's why he's further ahead. He's not his talent at all, and that's my go-to. No, yeah, I started earlier, but Ricky was a little ahead of me. Pete Davidson, I Pete started with me basically.
Yeah.
I did not know. I knew he was going to be successful. I did not know he was going to be banging Kim Kardashian against successful. I did not know that. I did not see that one coming.
How did you know?
So
Like when you start, you're talking to an unknown Pete Davidson. You guys are two like open mic level guys. When do you know he's got something?
he had a rare thing that I didn't have at all. He had no fear of bombing. He
Right,
would
right.
go. I've seen him bomb, but he had no fear. He was like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and that's about it. He had no fear of just bomb. I've seen him bomb so many, not so many times, but I've seen him bomb a bunch. And the next time he'd go up like nothing ever happened, or he'd plow through like nothing. He wasn't bombing at
He
all,
wasn't phased.
and
Yeah.
wasn't phased at all. And I was like, wow, this kid's really. And he was funny, like he had good jokes. And he's 16, good looking kid. So I was like, oh, it's only a matter of time.
First time I seen him, I think it was on a TV thing. I forget what it was, but I saw him. He was a young kid. He came out, and then I saw he had jokes. He was like had the soul of a comic. But I thought he was a. This is my first time I ever saw him. I was just, he's just a kid doing. He's just cute right now because he's doing kid comedy. You know what I mean? Like it's a novelty act. But then he proved himself, and I think it has a lot to do with going through the ringer through the city circuit. You get the right connections. You learn from osmosis, and then he had that edge already. Plus his
Yeah.
backstory with his dad and everything. So yeah,
And the kid also has a big piece on him. So that is it.
they,
That is a true statement. He has a big piece.
if you've seen it, you've had.
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. It's a big piece.
I guess when you have a big one, you just don't mind showing everyone.
You don't. Yeah. It was in picture form. I don't want Pete to get in trouble like he sexually assaulted me by showing me his dick. It was in picture form.
Uh, and you also kind of with the podcast game. You got in pretty early with Robert Kelly's You Know What, Dude, and that's one of the OG podcasts, right? That podcast's been around
Yeah,
almost
I
since
was on there. I was the guy they made fun of called Dumb for 4 years. And I was on that podcast for a while. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from those guys and learned like what funny is basically. So that was a good time doing that. Bobby's a great guy.
you still keep in touch with those guys because you also
Yeah,
produced the show for a while and all that stuff, and yeah,
yeah.
you
I talked to them. I talked to them. They're good guys. They're all successful. A little ahead of me. A little ahead of me. So they're not promoting their one nighter at the brokerage right now. So they're a little ahead of me.
yeah, but for you, you're out there now. Yeah, you're you've been doing the circuit, working your ass off for what? How many years you been in there? Like or at least over 10 by now, right? I mean, you've been doing
But
this
at,
for
at the at the brokerage or the comedy?
in comedy in general. Yeah.
Let's see. I think 13. I'll say 13 minus COVID once. That's 12. I'll do 12 years. We'll do
Yeah.
that.
So you get 12 years under your belt, man. You're freaking rocking it, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I can't
man.
take compliments, so I'm gonna have to put myself down in a minute. I can't take compliments. It's a weird thing. I can't. Don't give me compliments. It's a hard thing to stomach. I'm like, don't. I suck. I'm terrible. I gotta go write new jokes.
I have that too, man. What do you think that is? Like, I feel uncomfortable when people compliment me. I don't know what that
The worst.
is.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Sometimes I feel like a jinx. It's like a jinx on me or something.
Not even that. Yeah, I also hate when the guy. Oh, someone brings me up. Oh, this guy's the funniest guy in the world. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying. I hate that. Like,
I
if they,
might bump.
yeah, like if they say, "Oh, this is meet Don. He's so funny, man. Don's, he's hilarious," and then now you like all of a sudden now I'm not funny anymore. They took it
Yeah,
away.
no. Yeah, no. Lose my funny. Don't fucking do that. Don't give me the Italian the Malocchio. Don't give me the Malocchio. Don't give me
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
Also, man, I was checking out some of the roast battles that you've did in the past.
Oh my god, the roast battles! What a shit show that was. I hated the roast battles. I hate them. Don't I mean they were good in it for a while, but I hated roast battles. The
You were like,
pressure.
yeah,
I remember writing a joke for Rosebud Baker. She's a friend of mine. We did a battle. She's a friend of mine.
right.
And I
She's awesome.
remember writing a joke about her dead little sister.
Oh
And
God.
I was like, and I remember writing this joke. I go, I don't want to write this joke. I go, this is mean. I go, this is like literally this is the worst tragedy in her life, and I have to write about making a joke about her dead little. I go, this is not fun for me. I don't like this. I did it, but like, I don't like doing it. I don't. It's just like I felt awful doing it. I don't want to like. I don't know. Like roast, but they're fun, but like also like you're just shitting on someone's life. I don't want to shit on people. I just want to like make fun of the world.
Yeah, man. Especially then, like I get roast battles were at its peak, pretty much, or just starting to peak back when you would when doing those, and they did get meaner and meaner. Now, when you're doing something with Rosebud or whoever your opponent is, and you're gonna go at them hard like that, do you clear it with her ahead of time, or you just say, "All right, you know what this is. Here we go."
Nah, me and Rosebud were close. We kind of knew what the deal was.
Yeah.
We kind of knew what we were gonna go after. I knew she was cool with everything. She knows I was cool with everything. There's some people. If I didn't really know the person, I'd be like, "Is there anything you don't want me to talk about?" Most people were like, "No, not really. You can go out whatever you want to go at," which is
All right.
fine for me. I don't have a problem doing that. Uh, so it was sometimes I guess you have a conversation. If I mean the worst, if they say don't make fun of us, don't be a douchebag. There's some douchebags that is I will do it anyway,
Right. Right. Yeah.
and so it's just don't, if just respect them honestly.
Yeah. And I would think too that writing for to roast somebody though, I think the writing part of it helps you become creative and finding different angles to find the funny, so to speak.
Yeah, it does, but also a lot of some roast battlers are just, like some are not good stand ups. I don't want to shit on them, but like there's some great ones. I'm not sitting here they're not, but like some like who's the roast. I'm like you're just when I never see you doing spots ever. When
They
do you do
just
spots?
yeah.
So I was just like, it helped people. It did help people. I kind of was like, I want to write my own jokes. I don't really want to do this shit. It's not for me.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's tough. Like you said, it's tough to get out there and deliberately hurt somebody or break them down. Do you ever see anybody really take the aftermath and hard, like take it personally?
Um, not real. I mean, if you do the roast battle, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. I've seen people like be like, oh, like, get destroyed, and like they're like, oh fuck, that was not fun at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that sucked for you, buddy. I would not want to do that. But you gotta if you take offense to anything, you're just a loser because you know. Don't go in being like, oh, I want it's only sunshine and rainbows. It's not.
They'll find
So you got
something
to
to,
just
yeah,
kind of they'll find something. Yeah,
every one of us. I
because
always say,
comics are losers. Comics are like, we're losers. Honestly, we really are. Like any kind of like, oh, this is gonna make me successful. I'm writing a joke about someone's dead uncle. It's like we're just losing. It's like you're not. Just fucking do jokes. We're just dorks. I don't know. Comics bug me at times too. Comics bug me with like their holier than now bullshit.
yeah, there's different types. There's the purist comics, and that don't like, that look at everybody else as a hack. If you're a prop comic or if you're a guitar comic or that kind of hierarchy too, where some of them get holier than thou about the craft itself.
Are you a prop comic or a guitar comic?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not.
yeah,
Yeah.
then they're hacks. They're hacks. I mean, prop comic. What are you doing? What are we doing out here? You're bringing fucking shoelaces on stage? Get out of here. Write a joke. Write a fucking joke. Jesus.
uh, how often do you write? Like,
Guitar comics are funny though. I'll say that. Guitar comics. There's some that are good.
there's some that are good. They just got to do it right. Like,
Yeah.
certain song parodies or whatever. You guys got to do it right. I think there's a few that do it right. But if you're not doing it right and you're out there, and your crutch is the guitar, it's just not going to fly. I think if you look at like a lot of people copied the way Galifianakis used to do it with the piano and just tell jokes in between interludes. That's one way to kind of try to do it. But
Yeah. Like Bo Burnham's really good. He's really
Yeah,
funny. He does,
yeah,
he does that shit. Yeah.
very cool, man. And you don't see a lot of guitar comics these days, or prop comics.
No, because you bring a guitar into New York City into a club. I mean, ain't gonna go well. You better fucking destroy because it ain't gonna go well for you in the green room. You're gonna you're gonna get destroyed in the green room. So that's the thing. Yeah, you better do well.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta be confident that you're gonna kick some ass. If you're gonna go in there, and that's the same thing too. If you're a character comic, or like dressed up as or any kind of oddity outside of the norm, you better bring it, man.
It's basically because my lower half for a white guy is pretty big. I got a big ass for a white guy, and it's not fun. It's not. I do know that I am a gay black man's dream, though. They love me in the city. They come up to me. They're like, "I just want yo ass in my face." Just like, I'm gonna get some lunch now, but thank you for that compliment, sir. It makes me feel good to know I have options.
And now you're gonna be here at the brokerage. When's the last time you've been to Long Island?
I was out there like 3 weeks ago, actually, in Amityville, doing a one-nighter.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but I go out there a bunch. At the brokerage, or I think I was at the governor's maybe like during the summer. I think I was there.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, you guys are animals out there. You're absolute animals. You guys, the people that come out for the show, it's not about the comedian. It's about you and the night out from the goddamn kids. And I'm just a guy. I'm just a dancing monkey on stage that's distracting you from fucking the 2 hours you're left alone from the fucking kids because it's been all week. They're driving me crazy. I need a night out, Cynthia. And you're gonna have your glass of wine and you're gonna talk in the middle of my show. So that's what's gonna happen. Animals. And the comics is so funny. Comics, everyone like Long Island, everyone's like, oh fucking dude. It's gonna be a war zone. It's gonna be a war zone out there. We go into battle. Like we think about it mentally. We're going into fucking battle.
Because the audience,
you're monsters. You're monsters out there. It's you guys. You live by your own way. You live by your own fucking way. You got no one's gonna tell you what to do tonight, Gina, and you're gonna have a good time with your husband, and we're having a night out, and that's it. That's just it. You guys are out of control.
Well, this is fantastic. We can't wait to see you. It's gonna be December 8th, Friday. Friday night, Chris Scopo is going to be rocking the brokerage for all of us people that want to get away from our kids for the night, and you're going to rock it. Dude, I appreciate you taking the time while you walking your dog and doing all that stuff. So thanks again for doing this.
Sorry about the dog park part.
No, this is good.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully, I make it down there and I could check you out and meet you in person.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
out.
Yeah, man. And tell everybody where they could find you, follow you, and all that good stuff.
Oh, it's just at Chris Scopo on all social media. You've probably seen me online, definitely talking about whatever town you're in from Long Island. I'm the guy that asks what's the sluttiest county, whatever that is. So that's me.
Awesome, man. Dude, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate you. Everybody, check it out. December 8th.
All right, buddy.
Take care, Chris Scopo.
Take care. Be well.